Hello, good night. This is U.S. Immigration Attorney Sharifa Tharpe. I am here live to take your U.S. immigration related questions. So go ahead and put your questions in the comments so that I may answer your questions. So tonight I'm going
Hello,
to
good
touch
night.
on
This is
a
U.S.
particular
Immigration Attorney.
topic, and it's going to be how to. So I am sticking with the theme how to get status. Hi, Merry Christmas, Kimberly. And same, thank you so much for that. And Merry Christmas to everyone who is here on live. Thanks so much for spending this time with me right before Christmas Day. I know it's a busy season, and I am grateful that you're able to spend a little time with me. I'm not going to keep you long tonight. But I am trying to talk about topics related to getting status if you're out of status. And so I wanted to touch on the U tonight. So the U status or U visa. This is for victims of crime, right? Or specific crime. So let's see. So Kezari, my sister filed for asylum. She needs your help. So Kezari, she can definitely get my assistance. I do help my clients with these types of issues. You should go to the link in my profile, and it's going to lead you to the contact us page while we're out, that you have the opportunity to book your own consultations, or you can call the number. There is an after hours receptionist who is still available throughout the holidays to take your information. And then on Monday, a scheduling coordinator will be able to schedule that consultation. So Kezari, I'm looking forward to helping your sister. Just pass the information on. Now, with the U status, that is one way to gain status in the United States if you're out of status. But you do have to meet certain requirements. And one of those requirements is that you have been the victim of a certain crime. And when I say that, it usually means that you've been the victim of a crime that has resulted in your mental or physical abuse. So, for example, assault, domestic violence, stalking. These are examples, but it's not an exclusive list. That's where you should make sure that you schedule a consultation. My rule here is if you have been the victim of any crime, you should check to see if you could qualify for this, because there are some great benefits with it. Nobody, of course, wants to be the victim of a crime. But if you have been the victim of a crime here in the United States, then you could obtain this status, and it could be a way for you to move forward, to heal with your family, because certain family members do get those benefits as well. And there have been some exciting changes with the U status. Hi there, BJ Pumping. Now, one of those is that it used to be, and it still is, it takes a very long time to get the U status. But here's how they have provided relief to individuals who are applying for this. While you're applying for it, as long as you submit your proper application and you've done your background check, you'd be allowed to get a work permit. And that work permit would be able to carry you through until your U status has been approved. Right now, it's a 10-year wait list. But if it's the only way that you could qualify, and you can obtain a work permit and permission to be here while you wait, that can give you some relief and some reassurance while you are here in the United States. So that's why it's very important for me to bring this information to you so you understand that it's there. Thanks so much for the love. I appreciate it. And BJ Pumping, Merry Christmas. Now, how do you qualify for this? And who, I already talked about the who qualifies. Victims of crime, if you've been the victim of certain qualifying crimes. So if you've been the victim of any crime, you should schedule a consultation. You can do that by going to the link in my profile or by calling. After hours receptionists are available even throughout the holidays. Now, once family members who qualify, so your spouse, your children who are under 21 and unmarried, and if you yourself are under 21, then your parents and your siblings under 18 and unmarried may qualify as well. Now this, once you have been approved for the U status, you would be able to stay here for 4 years. And then if you maintain the status for 3 of those 4 years, you'd be able to adjust status to permanent resident. So it is not only a type of status that is temporary, it can lead to permanent residence in the United States. And that means citizenship, because once you become a permanent resident, you are able. Hi there, Alicia. Thanks so much. Happy holidays to you too. Now, what does this application process look like? So once we have determined you qualify, the first thing I do is we gather the evidence necessary and put the application forms together. Then once we have gathered all of this information, I also have to work with, I see you, Deidre. Hi there. Go ahead and put your questions in the comments. That is exactly why I'm here. I am here to answer your questions. So go ahead and put your questions in the comments. Now, once we have determined you qualify, there is what's called a U certification that's required. Now, since you've been the victim of a crime, you will need to make sure that you work with law enforcement to get that certified, to confirm that, yes, you are the victim of a crime and you made yourself available to be able to qualify for, you made yourself available to make statements to the police to help in the investigation. Once we gather that, I usually work with law enforcement to put this information together to get the U certification. Once that's submitted, you get scheduled for your biometrics appointment. And then after that, after you pass the background check, you would obtain your work permit in a matter of months. And then it's a waiting game, of course, until you get the U status. So it is a very, very useful tool to help you to move forward in your own life and to be able to gain status where you are currently out of status, because it is for people who you've been unable to maintain your status as well. Now, it does not mean that you get a free and clear path to the U status if you're out of status, but there are ways to apply for forgiveness for the overstay along with there are special waivers available. I've been traveling to the United States on an H-2A for 2 years. Can I apply for a green card? So no. There's no just direct path from the H-2A to the permanent residence. You still would have to determine whether you qualify, for example, if you qualify to self-petition through employment-based, or if you have family members. But Clean Heart 89, that is an extremely loaded question, because there are a number of options that may be available to you, but it depends on your circumstances, who your relatives are, who is your employer. Is your employer willing to apply for you? Because employment could be a path to permanent residence. Sparta, how long does a fiancé visa take? Right now, we're looking at about 18 months. So it is backed up as well. Some embassies aren't even scheduling them. So, but you're looking at 18 months, about 18 months. All right. So, once you have U status, you can then go on to get permanent residence. If you've had it for 3 years, you could adjust status, meaning still stay in the United States and obtain permanent residence. So that is going to be it for me tonight. I don't see any more questions. I am going to go and spend the rest of the night with family. It's very I'm here spending time with my relatives, and I'm hearing a lot of chaos in the in the living area, which means that I need to go and partake in that. So, and I'm sure you have your things to do as well. But I will be back hopefully tomorrow to we can have a more lengthy conversation, and I can go ahead and answer more questions. So Sparta, so honestly, I can't even wait 18 months, so I don't know how's the quickest way or what's the quickest process to get there. So believe it or not, 18 months is the shortest time in immigration. In the immigration process, when you're dealing with spouses of US citizens or the fiance of a US citizen. So Sparta, that's where it's important to schedule a consultation so we can talk about any kinds of other options that may be available for your fiance or your spouse if you do decide to get married to come to the United States. All right, so that's going to be it for me tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you'd like to schedule a consultation, the link is in my profile. You can go straight there and fill out the contact form or schedule your own appointment. You can also call the number. It's a 24/7 number. Remember, the information I've given you tonight is not personal legal advice, it's general information. And so if you want personal legal advice, for example, Sparta, you would like to understand better options for you, that's where the consultation is going to be very important. So I hope to speak with you tomorrow on the live. I'm here early. I'm going to post this live, but I'm here a little early just so I can move on. How much does it cost to schedule the appointment? Because I already sent her your number. She needs to get some things done first. So it's $150 for up to an hour. It's well worth your time though, because you will get the questions, the answers to your questions, and you can walk out knowing your options, avoiding mistakes, and you can also walk out with me as your attorney should you decide. So I am looking out for her, and we'll talk then. So thanks, Sparta. All right. So if you are joining in later, because I'm on the tail end of this live, you can always go onto YouTube. I'm the immigration attorney on YouTube, or here I repost the lives. And you can catch up on it. So tonight I spoke about the U visa for victims of crime and how it can lead to you gaining status even if you're currently out of status. So have a good night. I hope to see you tomorrow. Merry Christmas. And I hope to see you tomorrow or see you in a consultation when all clears up and we are back on track.